Hello and welcome to the Vanguard Invitational, sponsored by Rubbish Snooker at Cousins Pool and Snooker Bar in Canterbury. We are here today for a game between the Wet Bandits and the Red Hot Chili Potters. I am Simran and I'm joined here with Matt.
Thank you for having me, Simran.
Yes, and as you can see on the board right now, the Wet Bandits are placed third, having won a game, and the Red Hot Chili Potters are unfortunately just underneath them, placed fourth, having lost a game previously.
Yeah, the Red Hot Chili Potters here do have a lot of work to do in this next game. Brandon and Tim here, they do have work to do, but I'm optimistic for them. I hope for the best for them. They are playing against the Wet Bandits as well, who were quite strong on their outing there. Hoy and Byron really showcasing their ability in their first game too.
Hoy is apparently not Brazilian. Is that shocking information? Not sure. Byron really giving the minimum level of detail possible. However, perhaps his height of 6'2" will come into help. It kind of looks like a dating profile from where I'm standing.
Yeah, it does. He just needs to put his hobbies at the bottom there, and then I might swipe right on Byron here. We also have
Yeah.
Hoy, our moist hero, as he likes to be described himself, which is slightly disturbing for the viewers at home, but do not think too much of it. And the other team here, Brandon and Tim. Brandon being a pub enthusiast, so maybe his skills in the pub, especially at Cousins Pool and Snooker Bar in Canterbury, can be on display here as well. And on the other side, we have Tim, a media editor. Maybe he can edit this game to put it into his favour.
Tim is also a social pool player, suggesting that he has more experience on a table than perhaps the other team members, but besides the other players. So let's see if that also comes into play here to help. Unfortunately, last time it didn't, but every game is a new chapter.
Yeah,
Red Hot Chili
so
Peppers taking their first shot, unfortunately not making it into the scoring zone, needing a bit more oomph for that shot.
yeah, definitely going into this game, a lot of bag of grins here. Hopefully hoping for the best for the Red Hot Chili Potters here and the Wet Bandits. First shot here from the Red Hot Chili Potters, not up to scratch, a little bit short here. Second shot as well, very short. Both teams seem to be avoiding the black ball on the right hand side too.
Completely opposite. The Wet Bandits have taken too aggressive a shot, knocking one of their balls out of play, unfortunately. This is a great position for Red Hot Chili Potters to be in, getting one ball in. Both teams have one ball currently in the scoring zone.
Yeah, the Wet Bandits here really not helping themselves out here with their second shot, knocking it out of play. Another ball not in the end zone, not in the final zone to score points. The Red Hot Chili Potters seem to be in quite a good position here, focusing on getting their balls in here. Maybe they could play a little bit closer to the black if they want to take that risk. But for now, they are winning. So, who am I to judge?
Byron making a great shot there for Wet Bandits, getting two balls into the scoring zone, matching the scores of the opposing team again. I would say that these teams are perhaps very different in terms of their tactics. Red Hot Chili Potters really taking safe shots, slow shots, calculated shots, whereas Wet Bandits taking very aggressive tactics and hitting some very hard shots. A high risk, high reward approach.
Definitely there. You took that off the tip of my tongue. A lot of the balls very central here. Yellow balls knocking one of theirs in, going 4-3 up, one ball left. A lot of work here to do for the Red Hot Chili Potters to stay in this game. They do need to knock one of their red balls in, maybe make theirs a little bit more secure as well. Otherwise, they are in trouble.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Red Hot Chili Potters will now need the Wet Bandits to not get a ball in. However, Hoy hitting a brilliant shot and getting 5 points in the scoring zone.
Excellent work here from the Moist Hero.
Anki Dams, everyone's favorite hero, helping out and throwing the black ball to help his best friend Hoy in line.
perfect example of sportsmanship here. Our commentators all working together in unison, making sure the game's running smoothly for their counterparts. Maybe a brewing relationship between the two of them behind closed doors. What do you think, Simran?
Yes, definitely. I'd say that everyone at this tournament has come back with a great experience, lifelong friends, and perhaps a bit of shame from their losses, but also a great deal of pleasure.
Yeah. Maybe in
Red
the
Hot Chili
afterlife we'll see a little bit more.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, unfortunately not getting a ball into the scoring zone, being matched by the Wet Bandits. Is that a mocking kind of shot, would you say? Completely mirroring what they've done there.
Yeah, maybe just saying to them that we can do exactly what you do, even though it was in a poor context of the shot. But they can go stride for them, either in the pool or on the pool table.
Again, they are making completely exact shots that are mirroring the other team. It's almost like a dance-off.
It's lovely symmetry here on the table. It's quite pleasing for the eye at this point.
And Byron now taking another shot, an aggressive shot, which unfortunately has knocked one of their own balls out of the scoring zone. The score is now 3-2 to the Red Hot Chili Potters.
Yeah, that yellow ball is in a good position to hit as well. Fantastic shot here to knock another ball out from the Wet Bandits by the Red Hot Chili Potters here. But both balls are in a position to hit back into the zone. Maybe a little bit easier than our Red Hot Chili Potters to put in. But that shot there was a bit sloppy there from Hoy. Unfortunately, well, they have put themselves in a difficult position going forward.
A bit too much of an aggressive shot there from Hoy, him falling to his knees in dismay afterwards. This next shot taken by Tim has increased their points to 4 points, bringing them really ahead. Wet Bandits are really going to have to do something to pull this out of the bag.
That is a sensational shot there from Byron in order to get that ball back into play.
Sensational, but maybe not enough, unfortunately.
Now that must be the lightest shot we've seen in the line ball tournament so far. The Vanguard Invitational has not seen a shot like it, which puts a lot of pressure now on the Red Hot Chili Potters. And given the Wet Bandits a chance to come back.
Yeah, Wet Bandits now having equal points, the Red Hot Chili Potters, but I would say that the Wet Bandits have more exposed balls out in the scoring zone that could be easily targeted to be knocked out.
There's a lot of pressure here. The Red Hot Chili Potters are playing very close to the black ball here. However, that might play into their advantage later on if this game does go to a tiebreak.
That could have been a brilliant win for the Wet Bandits, but unfortunately, one of their yellow balls has been knocked out of the scoring zone, bringing us to the tie position.
Yes, if you are still uncertain on the rules of the tiebreak or any of the rules on line ball, please go watch How to Play Line Ball on the Line Ball channel, where the creator of the game, Max, also part of the team Maximum Impact, that explains how to play the game to the scale it needs to be.
Very bold shot by Brandon, very aggressive, but it worked in his favor because he did not get although he didn't get a ball out, he didn't knock a ball into the pot. Hoy now taking a shot, I'm assuming going for that red ball, but unfortunately he has been unsuccessful and has hit the black ball.
Hey, I'm Kieran, the creator of Rubbish Snooker, which makes art out of litter on an outdoor pool table. And I'm really proud to sponsor the Vanguard Invitational Line Ball Tournament, and check out rubbishsnooker.com.
Yeah, maybe a slightly too risky shot there from Hoy. I think he could have played it a little bit safer, maybe tried to knock one of the Red Hot Chili Potters balls a little bit, make it a little bit more exposed, or maybe try to make one of his balls a little bit safer. But we didn't see that there. Now 1-1. A game which could have gone 2-0 if the shot was slightly different before the tiebreak. It's now 1-1. what will we see in this game?
Yeah, quite a well-balanced game. Both teams really showing what they're made of. Although they both have very different tactics, it clearly is working for both of them.
Yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers really demonstrating that they can actually play line ball this game rather than sloppy going. I'm just joking. That's a fantastic shot there, pushing that right against the cushion from the Red Hot Chili Peppers as well. Although central, it is very much against the pocket, not easy to get out.
Hmm.
The Wet
Red
Bandits have
Hot
a lot
Chili
to do.
Red Hot Chili Peppers really pushing their balls forward, straight against the backboard. It's a great tactic, a power move, really. They're just lining all their balls up nicely.
Something the Wet Bandits might dream of. That was a fantastic shot there from the Wet Bandits, knocking one of the red balls out perfectly, and also opening up the table, making the yellow balls for the Wet Bandits very secure on the right hand side. That red ball of the Red Hot Chili Peppers very exposed.
Although the Wet Bandits also have a very exposed yellow ball out on the left, close to the black ball, they also have their yellow ball on the far right, very close to the pocket, making it really safe and hard for the other team to get that ball out. They currently basically only have one ball exposed, as opposed to the Red Hot Chili Peppers that have now four balls that are out in the open that could be easily knocked out if the other team tried.
Yeah, the Wet Bandits here, that yellow ball is very close to the black ball, and from the position of those red balls, it is very, very difficult to hit that out of play and avoid the black ball. So we are seeing quite a conservative game in this round of the tournament. Both teams just focusing on hitting their balls in. A bit aggressive there from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. This could be taken advantage of to gain a point here. Potting it into the middle pocket could have been an option.
The Wet Bandits making a really bold move there to then to again keep to the right and go really close to the pocket. A dangerous move. I personally might be a bit too afraid to take it, but no one can stop Hoy from doing what he wants to do.
And this looks like it
Unfortunately,
might be game.
yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers really hoping to get both of those balls into the scoring zone to keep themselves into the game. And the Wet Bandits taking the piss there with this. That now is the slowest shot that we've seen.
Yeah, that was more of a mocking shot there, not really a serious shot there. They knew they won the round, so get it over with. Just giving it a little tap to say, yeah, we already won. Yeah, exactly there. Red Hot Chili Peppers starting off a bit slow here in this fourth point, I should say now. Hitting it very aggressively. They just need to calm down a little bit, warm into the game. We're 4 games in now. Maybe they'll try and find their range here with the next couple of shots. No one's really opting to try and play near that black ball whatsoever throughout the entirety of this game between each other. Unlike some of the other teams opt to play close to it, they're playing very much far away to avoid that risk entirely.
We're taking a shot to push that yellow ball behind the two balls currently in the scoring zone. A brilliant tactical shot. I would say maybe the
Again, a very aggressive shot.
I would say maybe the tension is getting to Red Hot Chili Peppers, being being 1 point down overall in the games won. These shots are definitely a bit too aggressive, and they need to really find the correct pressure.
Yeah, we do need to see a bit more composure here from Red Hot Chili Peppers. They've been fantastic so far throughout this game, really giving the Wet Bandits a run for their money. But they just need to be a little bit more composed for some of these shots. Make sure their balls are getting into the zone, not really focusing on what the other team are doing. The Wet Bandits taking a 4-2 point lead here in this game. Let's see what they can do.
Red Hot Chili Peppers again, perhaps overcompensating for their previously too aggressive shots. really struggling to find that middle ground.
Yeah, it's very difficult for them at this point now. It looks like this might be game, set, and match, unless they can pot these two balls which are congested together. But there is a high risk that the black ball might be hit and ricochet off.
There we go.
And as I just said, that is now 3-1 to the Wet Bandits. Game, set, and match.
Hey, my name's Kieran and I am the creator of Rubbish Snooker, which is proudly sponsoring the Vanguard Invitational Line Ball Pool Tournament. What is Rubbish Snooker? Well, Rubbish Snooker creates art on an outdoor pool table using upcycled and littered lids. This is just one example. They get printed on canvases and they're available at rubbishsnooker.com and Etsy.
Unfortunately, the Red Hot Chili Potters have not won their second game.
Yes, unfortunately, Red Hot Chili Potters have taken a second loss. Wet Bandits taking their second win, pushing themselves up the board. We really saw both teams getting into their stride. I think Red Hot Chili Potters, although they did lose, they really did give the Wet Bandits a run for their money, or perhaps a swim for their money, I would say. Matt, what did you think?
Yeah, the Red Hot Chili Potters are showing and starting to warm into this tournament with some of the shots they are taking. You know, some of their shots, they're a bit wild, some of them are a bit too soft. Hopefully they'll find their balance in their levels of power as the tournament goes on. Currently now sitting in 4th place by points difference. But, you know, they can still climb up the table. There's plenty of time, so let's hope for the best for the Red Hot Chili Potters.
Anything's possible. Every team has now played 2 games each, so we can now kind of evenly look at them. Daddy's Clackers and the Wet Bandits equally placed, whereas Red Hot Chili Potters coming in 4th, followed by Alice and Lineade. Hopefully, one of these teams will be able to come up and take down Maximum Impact.
Yeah, definitely here. So we're at the end of the second fixtures. The table's looking quite nice in Maximum Impact's favour. Lineade next to play. Let's hope that we'll see a stronger performance from them in their third game and hope that they will get some points on the board.
Yeah, Lineade versus Alice is what we will be seeing in our next game. Both teams have had some losses, so they may be more evenly matched than perhaps in previous games from what we've seen.
Definitely here. So let's hope for the best for both Alice and both Lineade here. One of them will take their first point in the tournament. Let's hope that is a strong competitive game with lots of action.
Yes. Again, I would like to thank our sponsor, Rubbish Snooker, and Cousins Pool and Snooker Bar for hosting the tournament. Please tune in every Tuesday and Thursday for an update on the tournament. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment on how you thought the game went, what you think of the players, how you like their jeans, how you feel about myself and Matt, anything. Thank you for joining us today. I've been Simran.
I've been Matt.
And we will see you again soon. Thank you.
Ciao for now.
Hi everybody, my name is Max Barrett and I'm the creator of Lion Ball Pool. I just wanted to hop in at the end of the video to say thank you so much for tuning in to the episodes of the tournament. We really appreciate you watching and supporting, so make sure if you enjoy these episodes, subscribe to the channel. At the moment we are uploading every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 PM UK time, so your subscription, it goes a long way. And the other thing I'd like to ask you to do is play line ball. Go and play it in your local pool bar, snooker lounge, wherever you have access to, because we've had a lot of the players who are playing in this tournament be approached by other people in the pool bar, asking them what they're playing, having some rounds of line ball, teaching each other the rules and trying out new tactics. So by playing line ball and just going out there and enjoying it, you are helping to spread the brilliant work we're doing here on the channel and introducing a brand new game and bringing people together. So that means everything. And the other thing I'd love to do, and this is a bit of a reach, I would love to play line ball pool against Keanu Reeves. Now, can we make it happen? He is one of my favourite actors of all time. He is an inspiration, and if I could play against him in a game of line ball, then I've won. So let's see if we can do it. Subscribe, comment, like, let's see. I'll see you in the next video.